everyone. Hello dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well at home. Now as we started our new topic division, let's continue. Today we'll learn relationship. Relation between. Today we'll see the relationship between division and multiplication. Relation between multiplication and division. How these two are related. We had learned multiplication and we have gone through the basics of division too. So what is the relation between these two operations, multiplication and division? Before starting all this thing, let's have a little discussion. You know these two symbols? This is the sign of multiplication and this is the sign of division. Multiplication sign and division sign. So once there were two friends, multiplication and division. Apart from all this mathematics, there were two friends. One was multiplication and one was division. One day this multiplication was making a wall using bricks. This multiplication was making wall using these bricks. 2 bricks at a time. Like this. This is somewhat how wall looks like. There was so much of bricks and this multiplication was making wall with the help of these bricks, and all of a sudden division came and broke this wall into this. Multiplication was making the wall, division came and broke the wall. Then the next day but multiplication made wall, division broke the wall, but they were friends, so both the multiplication let it be, let the things. Now the next day again multiplication was making sandcastle. You also make sandcastle? Sandcastles you also make? So multiplication was making castles in this sand. Then again division came and destroyed this sandcastle. Multiplication made the sandcastle, division came and break the sandcastle. So now the multiplication became angry. Now the multiplication became angry. So whatever, and they become enemies, because whatever multiplication is doing, the division is coming and breaking it. So now both of them become enemies. Earlier they were friends. One day multiplication was making wall, division came and broke the wall. The another day multiplication was making castles, division came and broke the castles. So now the multiplication was angry and they become enemies. Now they are not friends anymore. So whatever one did, the other did exactly opposite. If division is making something then multiplication is doing opposite. If multiplication is doing something, division is doing opposite. So from that day, both of them, multiplication and division, became enemies. Whatever one is doing, other is doing exactly opposite. So in the mathematics too, apart from this story, in the mathematics too, the division and multiplications are exactly opposites. Apart from this story, in mathematics too, division and multiplications are exactly opposite. How? Let's see. Multiplication and division. You know, multiplication is repeated addition. And division is repeated subtraction. So multiplication is repeated addition and division is repeated subtraction. Since addition and subtractions are exactly opposite, hence the repeated addition and repeated subtraction will be exactly opposite too. As addition and subtractions are opposite, so multiplication and division, they will be opposite too. Because whether it is addition or repeated addition, after all it is addition, and whether it is subtraction or repeated subtraction, after all this is subtraction. So since addition and subtractions are opposite, that's why the multiplication and division are opposite too. Suppose you have 4 balls. Suppose you have 4 balls. Suppose you have 4 balls, but you need 8 balls. Suppose you have 4 balls but you need 8 balls. Suppose you have 4 balls but you need 8 balls. So you know multiplication. If you will multiply 4 by 2, if you multiply 4 by 2, then you will get 8. So if you have 4 balls and you need 8 balls, so you will just multiply it by 2. Because 4 into 2 is equals to 8. But if you have 8 balls and you need 4 balls, so now what you will do? You will divide by 2. 8 divided by 2, it means 2 groups. And both the groups are having equal number of balls, that is 4, 4. Dividing by 2 means making 2 groups of 4 balls. So if you have 4 balls then and you want 8 balls, then you need to multiply it by 2. If you have 8 balls but you need 4 balls, so you will break it down into groups. So you will break it down into two groups of 4, 4 means you are dividing it by 2 and getting the 4 balls. So if you have 4 balls and you need 8 balls, you will multiply. If you have 8 balls and you need 4 balls, then it means you need to divide. So see, by this example too, we can say that the multiplication and division are opposite. If we want to move to 8 by 4, then we will multiply, and if we want to move 4 from 8, then we need to divide. So this is the multiply divide cycle. This is multiply divide cycle. See, if you want to jump from 4 to 8, you will multiply. If you want to go from 8 to 4, you need to divide. So see, we started from 4, we reached 8, then we started from 8 and reached 4. From where we started, we reached there only. So this is multiplication divide cycle. This is multiplication divide cycle. But the question is, how does it help in mathematics? All we are doing is for mathematics, but how this multiplication or multiply divide cycle helps us in mathematics? Let's see how. Why we are learning this relation, or what is the need of this? Is it going to help us in mathematics, or all these are stories only? Let's see. So apart from the objects, if the objects are given like 8 balls and you want 4 balls, then you will make 2 groups. If 4 balloons are there and you need 2 balloons, then you will make 2 groups. So if objects are given there, then you can simply divide them and you can simply divide. But if the division question is in the form of numerals like this, then how you will do without the objects? Here we need the relation between multiplication and division. Here we need the relation. Here we will use the relation and we will solve the question. If the objects are not given, then how we will do? One way is the repeated subtraction, and the another way we are going to learn. The repeated subtraction we had learned. Today we are going to solve this kind of question with the help of the relation between these two, multiplication and division. So 4 divided by 2 is equals to what? I know you can do it by repeated subtraction. One, you will first of all you are going to subtract 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Then again you will subtract 2 and you will get the 0. Here you will stop the subtraction. You did it for one time, and for the second time means you did subtraction repeatedly for 2 times. That's why you will write here 2. This is how we are going to do it with repeated subtraction. But here we will learn how to do with the multiplication. Okay. So here we need to go from 2 to 4. How we will reach from 2 to 4? Think about it. Yes. With the help of multiplication. because this division and multiplication both are exactly opposite of each other. But what we will multiply? Now we know we need to multiply something if we want to reach from 2 to 4. But multiply what? What we will multiply? For getting the answer, let's see the table of 2. Is it visible? Yes, it is visible. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, 2 fives are 10, 2 sixes are 12, 2 sevens are 14, 2 eights are 16, 2 nines are 18 and 2 tens are 20. So this is the table of 2. Now with the help of this table we are going to solve this question. Okay. So let's see. From 2 we need to reach number 4. So let's see, where is number 4? Here is the number 4. So 2 twos are 4. 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So if we need to go from 2 to 4, we need to multiply it by 2. So 2 twos are 4. It means our answer is 2. And see, when we did it by repeated subtraction 2, we got the answer 2. It means we are verified. We have verified our answer. Our answer is correct. So 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. How we are writing this 2? Because if we multiply 2 by 2, then we will get 4. If we multiply 2 by 2, then we will get 4. So 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. Okay. Yeah, so let's see more examples for your better understanding. 24 by 3. 24 divided by 3. Now what will the answer be? What we will multiply in the 3 to get 24? What number we will multiply by 3 so that we can get 24? We need to find out the number. So for this, again we will be needing table of 3. So first of all, let's see the table of 3. Those who have not learned tables, they need to learn tables. The students do learn tables. So 3 ones are 3. These repeated addition and repeated subtraction, these processes we can use, but these processes are lengthy. So you should learn the tables. So 3 twos are 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 3 threes are 9, 3 fours are 12, 3 fives are 15, 3 sixes are 18, 3 sevens are 21, 3 eights are 24, 3 nines are 27 and 3 tens are 30. Okay students, so this is the table of 3. We need to reach 24 from 3. So let's find out 24 in the table. So here is 24. 3 into 8 is equals to 24, means 3 8s are 24. So in the place of question mark, if we multiply 3 by 8, we will get 24. So if we divide 24 by 3, we will get 8. This is the cycle, multiply divide cycle. We learn multiply divide cycle. So if we multiply 3 by 8, we will get 24, and if we divide 24 by 3, we will get 8. This is the use of relation, or we can say that multiply divide cycle. So 24 divided by 3 is equals to 8. Now let's see one more example. Let me rub the board first. Okay. So the next example is 45 divided by 5. So for getting the answer, we'll see what we need to multiply in the 5 so that we'll get 45. So for getting the value of this question mark, we will need table of 5. So let's see table of 5 first. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 50, 5 fours are 20, 5 fives are 25, 5 six are 30, 5 sevens are 35, 5 eights are 40, 5 nines are 45, and 5 tens are 50. Okay students, so this is the table of 5. Now we need number 45. So let's find out the number 45 in table of 5. So where is 45? Yes, here is number 45. Let me highlight it. Yes. So 5 into 9 is equals to 45. 5 nines are 45. Means if we will multiply 5 into 9 is equals to 45. If we multiply 5 by 9, we will get 45. So if we divide 45 by 5, we will get 9. This is the multiply divide cycle. So 45 divided by 5 is equals to 9. Okay. So let's see one more example, dear students. Before it, let me rub the board. Yeah. So the next example is, let's say 12 divided by 4. What the answer be? What will the answer be? If we need the answer, we need to know the number by what we will multiply 4. In such manner, we will get the result as 12. So for getting it, we need table of 4. So let's see the table of 4 first. 4 into 1, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 4 threes are 12, 4 fours are 16, 4 fives are 20, 4 sixes are 24, 4 sevens are 28, 4 eights are 32, 4 nines are 36, and 4 tens are 40. So we need number 12. So let's find the number 12 in the table of 4. Here is number 12. So let's highlight it first. So 4 into 3 is equals to 12. 4 threes are 12. So we need to multiply 4 by 3 for getting 12. So in the place of question mark, we'll write 3. So 4 into 3 is equals to 12. So 12 divided by 4 is equals to 3. This is how multiply divide cycle is. So 12 divided by 4 is equals to 3. So students, this is how multiply divide cycle looks like, and this is how it works. And this is the relationship between multiplication and division. With the help of it, you can easily solve multiplication kind of question. You can do it with the repeated subtraction too, but repeated subtraction is lengthy process. You can use this relation of multiplication and division, and for this you need to learn tables. Now students, I am giving you some practice question, some homework for practicing, and whatever work we did is you don't need to write it down in classwork copy. If you want to note down something, note it in rough copy, and the questions, homework question, you will also solve it in rough copy. See, clearly I am instructing you to solve in rough copy. Some question I am writing now. You can solve by repeated subtraction or with the help of relation between multiplication and division, or with the help of property. It is up to you. I just need the answers only. The way is yours. Whatever way you like, you can use it, but the answer must be correct. I am writing some questions. Divided by 1, 10 divided by 5, 17 divided by 1, 12 divided by 12, 16 divided by 4. Question number 6 is now 18 divided by 2. Question number 7, 15 divided by 15. Question number 8, 12 divided by 3. Now, just check the answers of question 4. Compare actually question 4 and question 8. In both the questions, 12 is there. So, after solving, compare answers of these two. Now, the next one is 24 divided by 6. Question 10 is 0 divided by 10. Question 12 is 1 divided by 1. Question 12 is 0 divided by 9. Question 13 is 8 divided by 8. Note down all these questions, dear students. This is homework for you all, and you need to solve it in rough copy. You can do it by repeated subtraction or with the help of relation between division and subtraction, or we can say that with the help of tables, or you can do it with the help of properties. It is up to you. Write down all the questions, dear students. I hope students you all have written down. If not, then you can pause the video and then write down, or you can take a screenshot and solve it after the lecture. So this is all for today's lecture. I hope you are able to now divide with the help of repeated subtraction and with the help of the tables too. So this is all dear students for today's lecture. We will meet in next lecture. Till then, bye bye students. Stay home, stay safe, and happy Diwali. Bye bye students.